members, and we are doing our Diwali presentation, and we have two incredible guests. Our former mayor of Los Angeles, and most recently ambassador to India, Eric Garcetti, as well as the new consul general for a new consulate that's opening up right here in Los Angeles, the second consulate here in the state of California. Appropriate given the number of South Asians and people who want to travel to India, but it's incredibly exciting to welcome them, as well as so many members of our community here.
So I'm so proud to return to City Hall for the first time in 3 years as the guest of Councilmember Raman to celebrate Diwali. And the last 2.5 years, I've been representing Los Angeles and representing our country as U.S. Ambassador in India. And as exciting as Diwali is here, let me tell you, in India, it is a moment when the entire country celebrates. You see lights and diyas, these blessings that people put out, firecrackers going off, people dancing, singing, and really remembering the things that are about light overcoming darkness, good overcoming bad.
So this is very close to my heart because every other country has representation here, but our Indian consulate wasn't here. So it means a lot that Diwali is brought to a lot of people and that we can share our culture as well as the teachings of our festival. It's not religious, it's more victory over good over evil, but it's more celebration of lights, so that everybody is getting on the lighted path.
We are quite excited in the community, and also having opened the Indian consulate for the first time ever in Los Angeles, we look forward for this collaboration and cooperation between the two countries, and especially with Los Angeles, which is so diverse.
Today, our best part was the dhol, the Indian drums, and the Indian dances, and so many Indian people with the Indian outfits coming to the City Hall, which reaching here, it's not easy with the LA traffic, but a lot of Indian community came here to represent Diwali as now it is as our California state holiday, so it means a lot to represent at this level.
It's such a proud moment for us Indian Americans to be celebrating Diwali, the Festival of Lights, at the Los Angeles City Hall. We've worked so hard, there's so many of us, and to have that representation in Los Angeles, it really means so much to us.
Definitely, it means so much to finally be represented on such a big stage, and very big special shout out to Councilwoman Nithya Raman for all of the work that she's done to put together such a wonderful, lovely event.
I know how hard it is to grow up without others knowing your culture. So I felt that it was very important for us to get Diwali approved within California.
Governor Newsom signed AB 286 into law this year, designating Diwali as a state holiday, only the third state in America to do so. And this was in no small part thanks to the efforts of the Valley Indian Seniors Association and Nishtha Goel, who lobbied and pushed for this.
I found that there was a bill by a council member up north, and I created a petition on it and got thousands of people galvanized to send messages to the various governmental representatives to get Diwali approved.
This is amazing. So we are felt like we are included, and the inclusive approach makes this city really great.
A global tech showcase of innovations took place on the waterfront. Inventors and entrepreneurs gathered to display the startup ideas that could fuel the marine industry and blue economy.
We're celebrating innovation that's shaping the 22nd century at an event called Ignite 22.
Braid Theory serves as AltaSea's incubator to bring these companies to commercial markets and start them from a very small startup level, and then are able to branch up from here based on the curriculum that Braid Theory creates for them to allow them to go from a startup all the way through commercialization and then into a much bigger company over time. And hopefully some of that lands here at AltaSea, because we want to see these jobs happen here at the Port of Los Angeles within our local community here in Los Angeles. AltaSea has open houses every other month, to showcase projects that are going on here today, but also to showcase all the other tenants at AltaSea. So what we want to make sure is that people understand that the City of Los Angeles, the Port of Los Angeles, is doing great things down here on the waterfront, trying to advance new technologies in the ocean, but also to educate the next group of people coming into the business world so that they understand that there's an opportunity to be educated here, to go through workforce training here, and to find a job in this new economy.
This year, one of the biggest things that was so much of interest is really bringing together our global community, and they get to see what's happening here in LA. Right here, we are shaping the future. We are creating and fostering solutions.
Worldwide connectivity is on display in the San Fernando Valley. Taking an idea from Armenia, Tumo LA is an after-school center with a difference. The technology there makes the center a gateway to a digital future.
Welcome to Tumo LA in North Hollywood. Tumo is a technology learning center that is targeting students ages 12 to 18. There's everything from robotics to 3D imaging, coding, everything that you can think of that touches technology and media is found right here in Tumo.
I know how important spaces like this are to young people, to see themselves not just as the users of technology, but as creators of technology. And having this down the street from your home, from your school, is so important.
Tumo Los Angeles opened 2 weeks ago. Right now we have 600 students enrolled. Of our students, 44% are girls, and 80% of our students come from families from low to moderate income households. This is a program that's going to provide assistance not only on the technology front, but also to understand how to manage and become good leaders. This is a program that's free, absolutely no cost to the student. You just have to bring your curiosity to learn.
Thank you, Adrien, for bringing this innovative center, founded in Armenia and now here, based in our community in the San Fernando Valley.
A cup of coffee is a good reason to head to the local bakery, whatever the weather. And at Coffee with a Cop, the flow of information between neighbors and the police department is also a community building practice.
We're here today at La Rochelle, which is an awesome bakery in the community of the Greater Toluca Lake neighborhood on Vineland and Otsego. And we're here at the invitation of the Greater Toluca Lake Neighborhood Council to participate in their Coffee with a Cop event. Basically just to build a partnership with the community, and we try to host them at various locations throughout the community so that we address each individual neighborhood, but get feedback from them, see what their problems are, how we can better address their problems, and educate them on what they can do to help.
The lead officers are very invested in the community. They're very sensitive to the needs of the people, and they really listen.
You're 17 or graduating high school, whichever comes first. A lot of bad news sells, and we want to get out, hey, this is what we actually do. This is all the positive stuff that we bring to the table. Then they can then take that to their community, to their neighborhood watch meetings, their neighborhood council meetings, and push that message about, hey, actually the LAPD North Hollywood does this, that, the other. We have a community survey that we'd like everybody to spread and take so that we can learn how do we help you the best.
This is a wonderful, casual setting that we can come and have the questions, our concerns, addressed to the police officers, and in turn for them to let us know how we can help them.
Thank you very much.
All right.
The cops can be big, bad, and scary. I get it, but we're not. We're all people too. We all have normal human lives like everybody else, and we get to kind of display that a little bit more. But they also get to, put a little bit of a face behind the badge, and I think that just lets down the guard, lets down the tension a little bit, and that serves to bring more people in the future.
Winter Shelter program opens across LA County. Granada Hills celebrates its 100th anniversary, and LAX looks for volunteers to create a friendly experience at the airport. These stories up next on City Beat.
Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority, LAHSA, announced that its Winter Shelter program opens on November 1st. The Winter Shelter program is for those experiencing homelessness during LA's colder months. Shelters are located across Los Angeles County and will operate 24 hours a day from November 1st through March 31st, 2026. The program offers overnight shelter, meals, showers, and case management services. Those in need of a shelter place are urged to call 211 or 1-800-548-6047. For more information, visit lhasa.org/winter-shelter. Councilmember John Lee joins the honorary mayor of Granada Hills, John V. Ciccarelli, to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the founding of Granada Hills. Previously known as Sunshine Ranch, the area consisted mostly of farms and orchards before being renamed in honor of the Spanish city of Granada in 1926. In the 1950s, Granada Hills adopted the slogan, "The Valley's Most Neighborly Town." The centennial celebrates the area's history with a year's worth of events and festivities. A gala will be held on April 18, 2026 to mark the official 100th anniversary of Granada Hills. For more information, visit GranadaHills100.com. Los Angeles International Airport, LAX, is seeking volunteers to create a friendly and positive experience at the airport. The Volunteer Information Professionals, VIP, program provides training in customer service, airport procedures, and emergency assistance. VIPs assist in providing directions to facilities, helping passengers find transport, and aiding communications between travelers and airlines. Volunteers are located in information booths on the arrivals level of each LAX terminal in the baggage claim area and nearby exits. For more information, visit lawa.org/volunteer-opportunities.
The Ciclavia Heart of LA event marked 15 years of safe and open streets, showing us the slower pace of car-free places. Council members Eunices Hernandez and Isabel Jurado welcomed everyone to enjoy a different view of LA, whether walking, biking, or skating across the city.
Today we are celebrating 15 years of Ciclavia with Ciclavia Heart of LA. People are going to be going through Little Tokyo, Chinatown, MacArthur Park, Pico Union, and enjoying open streets.
People can come and ride their bikes, walk, run, close off the streets, and really enjoy the day without a car. So we're really excited to be a part of a healthy, sustainable Los Angeles.
It's important for people to bike, walk, run, and actually experience the city on foot and slowly so they can see all the offerings that the city of LA has. Whether it's a small business, whether it's a museum, whether it's a rooftop band, this is what LA is all about. And having days like this where people can experience it slowly and outside of their cars is just part of what makes LA beautiful.
I'm born and raised in LA, and I've watched Ciclavia grow so much. I've just walked Ciclavia, I've used my roller skates on Ciclavia, and so I'm really excited to test a new bike out today.
Ciclavia is one of those magical moments in LA. You know, the importance of Ciclavia is more than just closing streets down and not allowing cars to be on the streets, but it's really about connecting communities.
Getting out and moving your body is a great way to see the places that we love and see people that you love and support businesses that you love.
When you're at Ciclavia, when there are no cars on the road, you begin to see the infrastructure that exists, the bike lanes, the protected bike lanes, the improved pedestrian projects that the City of LA has completed and is continuing to do more of. You know, what it reminds us is that streets are here for us to share. It's not simply for cars and trucks.
Metro's been a part of really encouraging cities to look at different ways to encourage bicycle ridership through our bike share programs that Metro has sponsored, and we actually fund through Measure M a number of cities in building bike lanes.
In our district, we are transit forward. We want to have a multimodal approach to how you experience the city, whether you're on bike, whether you're on foot. And so having better signage and protected bike lanes that encourage people who are choosing to get out of their car and bike places can be protected, and to make sure that there is safety and can encourage the kinds of lifestyles that we see today.
Los Angeles is a very car-centric city, so there's not a lot of opportunities for you to be able to walk in the middle of the street safely, or bike, or take your child on the rollerblades. Today we're doing that, today we're seeing that, and it's a really beautiful day.
Sharing the city streets in a multimodal way. Trick or Treat, Council Member Eunices Hernandez and the Department of Rec and Parks came together to offer a howling good Halloween pumpkin patch. With a costume contest and pumpkin photo ops, it was a frightfully gored time for all.
How is Lincoln Heights doing today? That's right, that's right. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Today we are here celebrating Halloween at Lincoln Heights Recreation Center.
Está muy bonito que se vea toda la comunidad junta, que estén todos aquí pasando el tiempo con familia, con los niños. Muchas cosas para los niños, muchos jumpers, dulces para ellos.
We have games, jumpers, we have pumpkins, we have costume contests, pie eating contests, donut eating contests, crafts.
It takes a village to create safe spaces where families feel confident enough to bring their loved ones. You all came to the table to create a safe space, so I want to thank you for that. We saw that during the summer, because of the raids, many of our parks and public facilities were not being utilized by families because they were scared. But today, we're creating safe spaces for our families and communities. They're building good memories, but it has taken us some time for community to feel comfortable and safe again.
A pesar de todo lo que está pasando ahorita, me da mucho orgullo de ver tantas familias aquí disfrutando en el parque, en la área verde que tienen, que aquí en la ciudad de Los Ángeles es muy poca, pero aquí están celebrando, comiendo, hablando, disfrutando, agarrando una calabaza gratis. Me da mucho gusto ver que las familias hayan salido a disfrutar de nuestro evento.
So there's going to be a lot of events coming up, and if you want to find out more about them, you can go to cd1.lacity.gov for more information. I hope y'all have a wonderful time. We're here to be of service. Have a happy Halloween and have a safe Halloween.
Costumes and helmets. At a Halloween bike ride on Broadway, community members got on their bikes in costume. They celebrated Halloween and supported safer streets in South LA on the soon-to-be-completed Broadway SUR project.
Today we are in South Central LA with our Broadway SUR project, our Halloween bike ride, celebrating our community. So we want to make sure that our community understands that we want safety for our children, and we want to make sure that today we're not only dressing up and having a good time, but acknowledging that we need safer streets. We know that public safety and community safety, you have to change the environment, but we're also making sure that people understand you just have to slow down. We want to make sure that our kids feel safe, that our community feels safe, that pedestrians can walk around. Today we're also honoring Michael Smith, and the mom is here, the family is here. We want to acknowledge, but we also want to stay safe.
It's very important for me to be at this event. I lost Michael July of 2025, and I'm learning more about the culture of this event. I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy they're representing Michael. They have an altar built on the corner for Michael and other families who have lost children or family members. We don't want another tragedy to happen in these streets. We don't want another kid that's just trying to safely ride their bike to get to the store or get to school to be hurt. We have to be visual when we turn right or left. We have to look for the children. We have to look for the riders.
Broadway Sur is a transformational investment, well over $80 million project to transform Broadway with protected bike lanes to save lives and decrease traffic accidents here on Broadway, where people speed a lot and we lose a lot of lives every year. The office has been working on this for 7 years with the community since 2017 when we started applying for grants. So it's been a long time coming. We hope to finish in 2027.
We need people to not text and drive, to not use your cell phone. Know that the streets are for children, for pedestrians, for community. Especially during the holidays, you're gonna see a lot more people visiting family members and loved ones. We need everyone to please do their work collectively as a community and just slow down, get off your phone, and do the best. Let's protect each other.
Trick or treat? The answer is always safety, not scarce. In this week's feature story, the city's Department of Cultural Affairs has a unique program supporting mural artists. The results are popping up across the city, putting color onto neighborhood walls and connecting with the local communities.
The program that we've been working on since 2022 is called Mural Works. The suite of murals is about 20. We started funding this program in 2022, so we created a program where artists could propose artworks that had a social justice theme, and is finally launching. Now we're seeing several dozen murals come about throughout the city.
Been a big fan of the DCA for years and a partner through my nonprofit, so I've been excited to see all the work they've done in the arts for many, many years and being a grateful grant recipient as an organization. This was the first time that I reached out to them and applied for a grant as an individual artist. But I heard, like most people, I think probably from the newsletter and updates and announcements, and immediately knew it was something I wanted to do.
So my mural, it addresses the issue of education disparity. I think that education is a right and that all children should have access to a quality education. The initial impact of the color, I sort of would like that to draw them in. I think that can kind of provide just like an immediate thing for your brain where you're like, what's that? In some ways, I was sort of making it for kids. I wanted to sort of leave something with like a younger audience and maybe get them excited about art and reading and thinking and questioning things.
My mural talks about homelessness. It's a pretty straightforward message and how the bad economy affects everybody. I want to remove the stigma that being homeless has and show that these are actual people and everybody has their own individual story.
This mural, The Feminine Together, talks about women and girls and females and the magic that they have inside of them. So often when I do this work, I see that a lot of the women have this rich perspective, opinion, love, and they're quite silent about it. And I wanted to create a mural that celebrated them, that showed literally when they come together that they are more profound, more loving, more involving, and bring everyone together with such a warmth. And that's what this mural was about for me.
This mural is called Maga, Magiting na Babaye, Valiant Women. And it basically is a mural that showcases Filipino Americans that have contributed to the Philippines, the United States, and California.
Just knowing they're gonna put a Filipino historic mural next to my restaurant. It's exciting. The process alone, it's really just uplifting for the community.
I just think that it's naturally the thing that is in my DNA, I guess. I just grew up always a bit shy, and it's just like doing visual things and working with my hands and creating just seemed more natural to me, yeah.
Something that is always really interesting to me is that when you are working on a wall, you are spending these huge stretches of time generally on like one small corner or like a strip of sidewalk somewhere, and you really start to see all of the life that's happening around you, and the same people walk by, and there's noise, and there's animals and dogs and like the businesses, and it's just like this crazy little like churning community around you, and I think that that's really cool to see. Something that goes with that is when you complete a wall, it kind of like sinks into the environment that you've been existing in, and then it becomes like a part of it, which I think is cool, and then hopefully it stays that way for a long time.
In this week's Things to Do, get drawn into the mural art scene, celebrate Native American Heritage Month at the Central Library, and show your support at the San Fernando Valley Veterans Day Parade. All this up next on Things to Do.
Join LA City's Department of Rec and Parks for a unique insight into Chicano art at the Campo de Cahuenga Museum. On Saturday, November 8th, celebrated muralist Carlos Callejo will give a talk on the Chicano art movement entitled Murals in Action, from El Chuco to Los Angeles. Callejo will discuss the strategies and legacy of community art making, which sparked a revolution in the art scene in the U.S. and abroad. The Q&A will be followed by a reception with light snacks and beverages. Head to the Campo de Cahuenga Museum for Murals in Action on Saturday, November 8th at 12 p.m. For more information, visit culture.lacity.gov/events. As part of its Native American Heritage Month series, the Los Angeles Public Library hosts Songs of the Earth on Saturday, November 8th. This gathering highlights the vibrant indigenous communities within Los Angeles and their cultural contributions. Many indigenous people in LA have been disconnected from their ancestral languages and traditions. Songs of the Earth aims to create a space where people can share their truths in any form or language. Celebrate indigenous survival and presence and enjoy drums and dancing, a Zapotec brass band, and a presentation on Pacific Islander cultures. Head to the Central Library for Songs of the Earth on Saturday, November 8th at 2 p.m. For more details, go to lapl.org/events. On the Veterans Day holiday, you're invited to honor all those who served, past and present, at the San Fernando Valley Veterans Day Parade. Join Councilmember Bob Blumenfield and Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez for the parade and enjoy representation from all the armed forces. Bring family and friends to enjoy marching bands, classic cars, community groups, and special tributes to veterans. The San Fernando Valley Veterans Day Parade is the largest event for veterans in LA County, with around 20,000 residents coming out to pay tribute every year. The San Fernando Valley Veterans Day Parade takes place on Tuesday, November 11th at 11 a.m. Learn more at sfvveteransdayparade.com. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's all for this week. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. Remember that you can watch us online anytime at lacityview.org, and we're also on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.
Planning for emergencies is smart, but does the family emergency plan include pets?
All right, good morning and welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting of your Los Angeles City Council. Today is Wednesday, the 5th day of November, the day after Election Day. And I want to give all of California, the United States, a round of applause for standing up and showing democracy indeed still lives in the United States and in California. Public comment for this morning's meeting will be taken in person in this council chamber. Madam Clerk, let's begin our proceedings by calling the roll.
Yes, sir. Blumenfield, Harris, Dawson, Hutt, Gerardo, Lee, McCosker, Nazarian, Padilla, Park, Price, Rahman, Rodriguez, Soto Martinez, Yaroslavsky. 10 members present and a quorum, Mr. President.
All right, first order of business.
Approval of the minutes of November 4th, 2025.
All right, welcome back. Mr. Price moves. And Councilmember Park seconds. What's next?
Commendatory resolutions for approval.
Councilmember Jurado moves. Councilmember Lee seconds.
Mr. President, there is a request to continue item number 1 to December 10, 2025, sir.
Without objection, that'll be the order. What's next?
Let's see. Item 1 is an item notice for public hearing. Items 2 through 32 are items which public hearings have been held. For item number 14, the Los Feliz Neighborhood Council submitted a community impact statement. For items 28, 29, the Transportation Committee reports are submitted without recommendation, so a motion is required. Items 33 through 38 are items which public hearings have not been held. Item 39 through 41 are closed session items for which public hearings have been held. Item 41, the public hearing was held yesterday at the Budget and Finance Committee meeting. 10 votes are required for consideration.
All right, without objection, those items are before us. Any specials, members? Any specials for this morning's meeting? All right, seeing no specials. I'm sorry, Councilmember Hernandez.
Thank you, Council President. I would like to call items 28, 29, 30, and 37 special for a separate vote, and item 16 for comments, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Councilmember Jurado.
Everything she said, Council President. Thank you.
All right, Councilmember Park.
Thank you, Council President. For items 28 and 29, I'd like to adopt the resolutions.
One more time.
28, 29, and 30.
And 30, and what do you want to do with them?
Sorry, adopt the resolution.
Adopt the resolution. All right.
Is there a second to Ms. Park's motion?
Councilmember Hutt.
Thank you. And just to double check, Councilmember Hernandez, 28, 29, 30, and 37 are separate votes? Okay, thank you.
All right, what's next?
Mr. President, Council may now vote on items 2 through 15, 17 through 27, 31, and 32, sir.
All right, let's open the roll on those items. Close the roll, tabulate the vote.
12 ayes.
Mr. President, Council may also vote on item 41, which was considered by the Budget and Finance Committee yesterday.
Councilmember Yaroslavsky.
Thank you. The Budget and Finance Committee considered and approved item 41 in committee yesterday on October 21st, and I recommend we approve this item.
All right.
Mr. President, may I read the settlement
Yes,
announcement?
please.
Item 41, in the case entitled Kristen Wright et al. Versus City of Los Angeles et al., there is a recommendation to settle for up to $3,250,000.
We need Councilmember Yaroslavsky's mic.
A correction, we actually heard this item yesterday on 11-4.
11-4, yeah. Yes, I thought. Okay. All right. If there's no other comments, that item is now before us. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
14 ayes.
All right, what's next?
Next would be public comment, sir.
All right. The city attorney, if you can prepare us for public comment. I think there are few enough people in the room where we won't call names. We can just line up to speak if you want to speak.
To people providing public comment, when it is your turn to speak, please state which of the items you'd like to speak to. You will have 1 minute per item, up to 3 minutes total for the items open for public comment. We will tell you when your time is up. When speaking on the agenda items, you must be on topic. Our goal is to get through as many speakers as we can. If you are not on topic, or if we cannot tell whether you are on topic, you will get one brief warning from me or the council president. At that point, you need to get immediately and clearly on topic. If you do not do so, or if you again stray off topic, you will forfeit the rest of your speaking time and we will move on to the next speaker. The items open for public comment on the agenda today are items 33 through 38. So again, the items that are open for public comment on the agenda are items 33 through 38. Item number 1, for which public comment was noticed for today, it has been continued to December 10th. Members of the public may also speak for up to 1 minute for general public comment. During general public comment, members of the public may speak to any of the items or anything else in the city's subject matter jurisdiction. I have a couple more announcements. If I could have the interpreter's assistance with the first one, please. If you require a Spanish language interpreter, please make sure to pause every few sentences so the interpreters can interpret.
Si requiere la interpretación de español a inglés para su comentario público, por favor no se olviden de dar una pausa después de cada frase para permitir la interpretación.
Today, we are not going to read names aloud, so if you would like to speak, then feel free to line up in any order on your left-hand side of the council chambers.
No vamos a llamar los nombres de las personas que van a dar comentarios. Simplemente pueden hacer fila al lado izquierdo del salón del día de hoy.
And don't worry, if you're using a Spanish language interpreter, we will pause your time while the interpreters are interpreting, so you will get the same amount of time as everyone else. Thank you.
Y no se preocupen, durante la interpretación vamos a pausar su tiempo, así que va a recibir el mismo cantidad de tiempo que los demás comentaristas.
One final announcement before we begin. If you have requested an accommodation under the ADA, please let the sergeants know when it's your turn to speak, so if you would like to use the handheld wireless microphone. Thank you. Yes, and I believe we're going to start with the gentleman in the center of the aisle first.
Yes, good morning, council members.
Good morning.
I want to say I really appreciate the District 13th council member, Hugo Soto Martinez, in his response to my email and stating that he wanted to meet with me regarding the issues that were stated in my email. And I'm hoping that there can be a day and time set for that meeting to take place in person. Please keep me updated. I do have other people that are very interested in what I'm doing as well, so this is why I'm requesting time enough for these other members of my community to participate as well. Hey, thank you.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Good morning, general public comment.
Yes, you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Hi there, I'm Christina Boyer. I think a lot of you may know how I feel about LARSO. I'm here in my personal capacity today. I'm a renter in CD5. I'm an attorney. I'm spending over half my income in rent. I don't have a single friend who's spending a reasonable amount in rent. And I just want to say a few things. Today, you're going to hear from a lot of people, and I want you to remember that tenants have been here for 2 years talking about this issue because it is life or death. There was an election last night. I think people have made it pretty clear we want our voices heard, and we want affordable cities. I think it's a pretty easy choice today whether to stand with the working people of this city or big many interests who are frankly going to be angry with you no matter what. So I think it's an easy choice. I hope you endorse the Keep LA House demands, and thank you.
Jason Enright, general public comment.
I'm sorry, which items?
Jason Enright, general public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Hi, I know later today some of you are voting on LARSO, on the rent control ordinance. A lot of people are going to have a lot to say. But there's one story I've not yet had the courage to tell. When I was a kid, my mother was laid off for about 6 months. And I know a lot of people don't think there's that much of a difference between 1 or 2% rent increases. It's just, $20, $40 a month. When my mother was laid off, she didn't want us to lose our place, our house. And there were times when we were just $20, $40 short of paying the rent. And she would skip meals. She would not, 1 month she couldn't pay the heat bill for a week. So we all had to sleep in the same bed in the middle of the winter. She skipped doctor's appointments during those 6 months and because she couldn't afford it, and she got bronchitis and was very sick. So every dollar.
Your time has expired.
Yo, homie.
Hold on. Which items would you like to speak to?
All the motherfucking items.
Okay, so you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Please begin with the items. Go ahead.
Thank you so much, Mr. Grote, you asshole. Regarding item number 33, for the record, smoke and scan, the assessor's ID number to this parcel 6121007-014. No one gives a fuck. Thank you, smoke and scan, for that comment. Going back to 34, asshole, on CD11. Housing Department, LAHD. Is that the same acronym as JAP? JAP? I guess not. But going back to the ID number 4237.
I'm sorry, can you hold his time? Mr. City Attorney, why is this person sitting in the gallery?
I believe he's made an accommodation request under the ADA, Mr. President.
All right, motherfucker. I'll get up like a man, bitch. Can I get my time back?
Your time was paused the entire time. You can resume his time, and you can resume speaking.
Thank you, Uncle Tom. Now you know who's the boss. So, ladies and gentlemen of Smoke and Scan, I couldn't finish this recommendation in CD11 for 34, so fuck item 34 for the record. Matter of fact, fuck CD52 on item 35. It sounds like a rhyme, but I'm not left with time because a motherfucker fool interrupt me too. All right, so that's done. Let's go to the next one. Motion of McCocker. Hey, McCocker and Hutt. Where's your little witch outfit for the agreement in implementing the Grand Lot project in Council District 15? Well, no one gives a fuck about housing. Let's go to Juju Bob Bloomfield on item 37 and CD12, everybody. Topanga, it's Taanga Division Council. Council said to me in my ear, yeah, everybody, what do you say? Fuck that item too, thank you. And then going to item 38 and CD14, Ms. Jawardo on the wetback from Pacoima, Padilla. The viaduct. Transit Improvement Project. The only thing you can improve in this fucking society of ours is one goddamn thing. Corruption, smoke and scan. Now into my general public comment.
You have 1 minute.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, in my hand I have 15 items to turn into the record against the city attorney up there, the guy with the big head with the bad haircut, right, smoke and scan? Ooh, yeah. But in the case of Gabriela Leos, an individual plaintiff versus the city of El Monte, Jessica Anacuna, in the case number 223 CV02427KK JPR for the record, why is it you motherfuckers using criminal gangs to threaten people in public hearings? What's your gang, fool? What's the name of your gang, LAPD? We got Flores, We got Florencia, we got Cudahy, we got El Monte. Well, which of you motherfuckers are gonna step up and tell me where you're from, homies? Because this badass bitch will tell you now. It's gonna stop when Cash Patel and the FBI investigate this. So, as I put on record, so long, niggas.
Next speaker. Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Buenos días, mi nombre es Julia Sánchez y trabajo en Subway. Vengo a hacer un comentario público sobre la ordenanza de trabajo justo de comida rápida.
Hi, my name is Julia Sanchez. I am a worker at Subway, and I'm here to give a general public comment regarding fast food workers' pay.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Un minuto, adelante.
Ratas, cucarachas, fugas de aguas residuales y otras condiciones laborales inseguras son problemas generalizados en la industria de la comida rápida.
So rats, leaks, cockroaches, and other aspects like that are common things and in uninhabitable work conditions that are happening in the fast food industry.
No se trata de problemas aislados, sino de riesgos a los que nos enfrentamos todo el tiempo.
And this isn't just about one-time instances. This is about things that we are facing regularly.
Les quiero dar este informe. Este informe muestra que los riesgos para la salud no se limitan a una o dos tiendas.
And I would like to turn in this report to you that shows that the health risks that we're facing is not something that's just happening in a few stores.
En los 12 condados más grandes de California ha habido casi 250 infracciones al código sanitario o cierre de tiendas de las 20 marcas más grandes que operan en California en los últimos 3 años.
And in 2 of the largest counties in California, there have been approximately 250 sanitation and health code violations in 20 of the largest brands in this area for the last 3 years.
Es muy probable que esta sea una subestimación.
And it's very likely that this is even an underestimation.
Somos quienes trabajamos en las cocinas, limpiamos los comedores y mantenemos los baños. A menudo somos los primeros en detectar un roedor o una fuga de aguas residuales.
And we're the ones that are working in the kitchens, cleaning off the eating area, and also cleaning the bathrooms. So we're going to be the first people who would see rodents or any sort of gray water leaks.
Por eso necesitamos capacitaciones sobre los derechos laborales. Antes de conocer mis derechos en el trabajo, me daba miedo hablar sobre riesgos para la salud.
And that's why we are demanding for us to have proper training so that we can know our rights as workers, because in the beginning, I was very afraid to be able to speak up about my rights.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Gracias.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Good morning. Antonio Garcia, and I want to speak on the issue on the SNAP program. Because millions of Americans, and also millions of people with my disability are in big trouble to afford food, and they are not alone on this call. And I want to know what the city is going to do about the SNAP program. Are you going to have actually resources for people like me and people like senior citizens, people like disabled people who are dependent on the food stamps program, on the SNAP program? It's very critical for people who are in the situation. And I want to know what is going to be the solution to your problem. What is going to go on in this thing? Thank you very much for your time.
Good morning. Next speaker. Good morning. Which item
Good
would you
morning.
like to speak
General
to?
public comment, please.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay, a child born and raised in the cult of Scientology. I just want, again, I'm going to come here as much as I can to make sure you guys are aware of the infiltration of the city, the finances, the permits, everything. Street closures, not really helping the homeless and the neighborhood, not allowing Scientology's property to be used for the homeless when they're doing zero to actually help. They do not pay taxes. They have infiltrated with human trafficking, children and adults still to this day, but being paid $47 or less a week to infiltrate the city with their PR, whether that's on CPAP meeting boards or whether that's through the city officials actually having positions on the board. Please check your connection and relationship with Scientology. Please do not have your friends and associating vouching for the cult that is literally abusing members on a daily basis. Get the city out.
Next speaker. Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Hello, good morning. I just wanted to speak about the general comments here. I am a
1
proud
minute.
parent. I've resided in Hollywood since 2014. I've often questioned the tactics that Scientology and their C organization uses. My child is a student at an amazing LAUSD school. They have a wonderful community there that is just very heartwarming. And to my understanding, certain kids in Scientology may be denied a proper education, which I think is a very big problem. I encourage you to look into and prevent them from using permits for their events and for their road closures, because they use that to recruit people and children. They pay their members $47 a week. They have kids signing billion-year contracts to keep them in the organization. And they also run the purification rundown, which is basically a sauna where they pump the kids full of niacin and then throw them in the sauna for multiple hours a day. It's just very inhumane. So I encourage you to please look into that matter, and thank you for your time. Have a great day.
My turn.
Good morning. I
Good
assume all
morning.
items in general public comment?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so you
didn't
have
get to
3
s-
minutes for
I
the
didn't get to
items and 1 minute for general. Before we start your time, I know that you came in a little late. So the items that are open for public comment on the agenda are items 33 through 38. Again, that's items 33 through 38 for anyone who came in late. Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, the police one, I see we're giving more money to LAPD, and, thanks. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I see we're giving more money to LAPD, and it's not that I don't support, the police and everything, but they have the lion's share of our budget. And then we have LAFD having to sell the baked goods and toys and cups and stuff to help with their budget. And I know you're saying you're allowing agencies to do that, which is great, but why does the fire department have to sell baked goods to help fund them, but the group that gets the biggest share of our budget is getting more, and then it's just, I don't know, it's just really weird. And you took from the fire to give to Medicaid, but then taking from the homeless to give to LAPD. It's just a lot of weird stuff. I don't understand it, but and it's no slam on the officers. I'm just talking budget stuff.
So, Speaker, you've exhausted your time on 37?
Okay, and then when it comes to, and that's and the ones that with Mr. Lee, I had to remind Mr. Lee he owes me an apology. So on the ones that are his, okay, because his names are on it, until Mr. President bangs the gavel and says, Mr. Lee.
I'm going to ask that you can speak to this during general if you'd like.
Okay, I will, but until Mr. President does that, I have to say no. Okay, and when it comes to all the housing things that, issues and stuff, I just want to let you know that the Scientology when you're trying to help housing, right, you're trying to get people into housing and not out of housing.
So,
Please,
Speaker,
yeah,
there's no
that's the
housing
ones with the
items. that-
31 or whatever with the houses.
So there's no housing items. There are the rent escrow account
Right.
program. So if you want to speak to those, I'm going to ask that you speak to the REAP program. Otherwise, you can continue during general if you'd like.
The REAP program, I really, and I forgot to shout out Smoke and Scan because I know he corrects me when the way I say REAP, I don't say it right, and I appreciate that, keeping it all straight. So thank you, Smoke and Scan, for that, because I don't know I never know how to pronounce it. Anyway, but did I mention that Mr. Lee owes me an apology? In spite of REAP issues, he does. And when it comes to the REAP, or because I think I was calling it REAP or whatever, but there's people who are being forced into homelessness because for whatever reason at Scientology, okay? And that's unfair. Here you have these programs where you keep putting houses on and off things and dealing with housing in people's houses. And there's people thrown into the streets for $500 because they became disabled or something. I wish you would deal with that gap. Or there's elderly that can't function, they can't do their job anymore, and they're kicked out with $500. So in this REAP program, I wish you would give those houses to people who are being kicked out of Scientology because they are disabled or old and can't do their 100 hours
General
of work.
public comment?
Thank you. Public comment. Did I mention that Mr. Lee owes me an apology, and I think that Mr. President should bang his gavel and say, come on, it's been long enough, just do it already. But if not, that's not the case, even though he's not listening. See, Mr. President, you owe me an apology now too, but maybe you're working, and maybe I should let you get off the hook. But I'm here about Scientology. I'm tired that you guys are giving them permits, and even though we come time and time again to say they abuse those permits continuously. Okay, they are preventing the public when they're not allowed to prevent the public. They are, Laura got assaulted by one of the members' children, and the guards send the kids inside the building to avoid any kind of consequences, for their actions. Okay, that's called obstruction of justice. And guess what happens? You guys keep giving them permits. Why? They're not abiding by any of them. Like that, there's not, and right now they're building some big structures, and there's no permits for that. There's no signing that they're getting any kind of inspections. There's going to be an injury someday.
Speaker,
and you
your
still owe me
time-
that apology, Mr. Lee.
Speaker, your time has expired.
All right, that concludes public comment for today's meeting. Thank you to everybody who came to share with us today. Madam Clerk, which items are before us?
Mr. President, council may now vote on items 33 through 36, as well as 38, sir.
All right, let's open the roll on those items. Close the roll, tabulate the vote.
15 ayes.
All right, what's next?
Next would be item 16, and that was called special by Councilmember Hernandez for comments.
Councilmember Hernandez.
Thank you, Council President. Colleagues, today I ask for your support on item 16 to approve the MacArthur Park Lake Stormwater Capture Project. This project was funded by Measure W and represents a $31.1 million investment in the Westlake community and a critical transformation for one of our most iconic parks. The project will capture and treat polluted runoff from a massive 200-acre drainage area in the surrounding neighborhood. Currently, the MacArthur Park Lake is a stagnant concrete-lined pool. We use nearly 29 million gallons of precious drinking water every single year just to keep it full. Meanwhile, polluted runoff flows untreated into our waterways. This project solves both problems. It will capture and treat stormwater, using it to convert the lake into a healthy flow-through system, and it will save millions of gallons of drinking water while also improving water quality for the entire Bologna Creek watershed. The project delivers needed community benefits for Westlake: nature-based solutions, including a new water feature, educational signage, shade trees, improved pedestrian paths, and a new pedestrian bridge built along an existing walkway. The Board of Public Works found that the project's benefits outweigh the unavoidable adverse environmental effects. No impacts to social and commercial activity along or adjacent to this corridor. And I know people are probably thinking, like, why are you all doing this in MacArthur Park? But our watershed system needs it. The MacArthur Park neighborhood needs it. It's bringing some beautiful new features to the lake. And just like they have the water boats in Echo Park where you can paddle with your family, Our goal is to bring that to MacArthur Park. This is part of that work and part of the project to get the water quality and to a level that is suitable for that type of activity. Because yes, that community deserves nice things. So thank you, colleagues. I hope that you all will support me on this and the MacArthur Park and Westlake community. And thank you to the Board of Public Works, LA San, and BOE. Colleagues, I urge your support on this item. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you. Councilmember Padilla.
I just want to give you kudos, Councilmember Hernandez, including stormwater capture to as many green spaces as possible in our city is a step in the right direction. So I applaud your efforts, and I will definitely be voting to support you. Congratulations.
All right, thank you, members, for those comments. This item is now before us. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
15 ayes.
All right, what's next?
Mr. President, there is a request to have item 41 go forthwith, sir.
All right, without objection, that'll be the order. Mr. Nazarian.
What is, sorry, Mr. Nazarian.
All good. I think you were taking the words out of my mouth. I was going to say items 12, 15, and the item 16 that we just voted on. If we can move it forward forthwith, we'd
all right,
very
without
much
objection.
appreciate it. Thank you.
And just to double check, that would be item 12, 50, and 50.
12, 15, and 16.
12, 15, and 16 for.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. President, what is next are items 28, 29, 30, as well as 37, which were called special by Councilmember Hernandez for separate votes, sir.
All right, if there's no objection, we'll take all of those items together. All right, I don't see any objection to taking all those items together. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
12 ayes, 3 noes.
All right, what's next?
Next would be item 39 and 40, and those are closed session items, sir.
All right, let's prepare for closed session. That means everyone out of the room, and I'm asking members if we can limit ourselves to one staff member. Councilmember Jurado.
Yes, Council President, I'd like the record to reflect for item 37 that my vote is a yes.
All right, if we can change that vote, it doesn't impact the outcome.
It isn't flashy. It isn't loud. Safe to say, it's not for everyone. But since 1869, it's been our way. To be unrivaled means being the best of the best of the best. We hold ourselves to a higher standard, one most people will never even witness. We set the table for what it takes to be the most highly regarded law enforcement agency in the world. Surrounded by like-minded souls, we learn together, grow together, protect together. Being unrivaled is a transformative commitment, a marriage between a calling and a lifestyle, a decoration we live by day in and day out. It's doing the work expecting nothing in return. It's training relentlessly to save one more life. It's upholding justice, no matter the cost. There are no shortcuts. It demands your all. Only those who dare will come to appreciate the perseverance and sacrifice required. But those who do will wear the badge that protects the city of dreams. LAPD, unrivaled since 1869.
The Lancashire Arts Center was constructed in 1939. When it was opened in 1939, it was originally a LA Department of Water and Power building. The city of LA became the owner of the Lancashire Arts Center when it was declared as a historical cultural monument. On the plaque, its purpose was that it is an example of adaptive reuse. The front building is actually an example of streamlined modern design. And then if you come here after, I think it's like 5 or 6 o'clock, there's like lighting panels that will turn on, and then you get to see the full kind of marquee of the Lancashire Arts Center. We host a bevy of productions, be it dance productions, music productions. Sometimes we'll have a film screening, art. I think that sort of flexibility is something that brings me back every time. The theater is very intimate here. It really feels like you're just right up in front of the talent when you come watch a show here. We also do youth programming here. We work with different local artists to be able to provide free programming for children to learn how to sew. We have a fashion class. We have music classes specifically for percussion and drums. We also have another music class for piano. And then we also have a dance studio. It's in our mezzanine. That is for our dance class that we have here. Our mission here is just to grow the performing arts, really. So whether it be someone trying to bring out their own original productions, or like sometimes we even have different groups come in to teach after-school classes. Being able to grow the performing arts in a community is what makes Lancashire Arts Center stand out. The city investing into places like this is because it gives a place for people that were not as confident the ability to express themselves, and give a space for people that are a little bit different, another space to play, because being able to play is so important just for our mental health as well as for the health of the community, and it just makes the world a better place. We look forward to having you here at Lancashire Arts Center, whether it be taking part in our free programming as well as being able to come and just watch a movie or watch a show. We look forward to having you over here. On Instagram, our Instagram handle is DCA_LNK. You can also find out more about us on culture.lacity.gov. That's our website.
The Tosco Theater is located in Canoga Park. There is so much already here to offer: cultural events, performances. Folks do annual Dia de los Muertos festivals. There is art walks. There's musical events. There's jazz. And I feel like we have the privilege to be added in that offering. The space had been left a little bit weary. And so when the city came in to renovate the space, it was offered another chance to breathe new life into the arts here. The Tosco Theater is here for everyone. It is here for young artists who are just starting out, to the professional artists who are here to dream up their new vision. And we're here for the community at large at all of our community events. One of our signature events is called Walking in Our Light. This idea of how we help people to encourage them to think about the light that they bring and to show appreciation for those who help to nurture that light. So from that idea, we thought, well, let's walk in our light. Let us have stories along the way where people can stop and hear performances and storytelling of other people saying, this is my light, this is how I shine it, and these are the people I want to show appreciation to. So we do this walk around the block, and then we end up with a little gathering, performances inside, and lots of time to just reflect on, yeah, this is my light, you know, and these are the people who've helped me get there. Our communities don't always see what the city of Los Angeles provides them, providing access to the arts. Says to me, that's a city that's proud of the stories it wants to tell, the people who want to tell them, and the ways that they want to tell them. A space like this gives opportunity for folks of all ages, cultures, experience to say, I can be seen, I can be heard. And I'm walking in these doors and it feels welcoming, it feels nurturing, and people are excited to listen to me and to hear me. We don't have that all the time. So it's a live space that's here to welcome and nurture those sparks of inspiration and vision. There's a few ways to find us. We are always on social media. So we are on Instagram. We have a Facebook page. You can go to the Department of Cultural Affairs, their website. You'll find the Tosco Theater. It may take a few clicks here and there, but we try to stay present in any way that we can.
Using the MyLA 311 app is easy. Download the MyLA 311 app from the App Store or Google Play. Use Google Translate to view the page in up to 200 languages. Select the service need, either by typing a topic in the new request search box, or select from the most popular service requests, like street pavement issues or potholes. Answer a few questions. You can add a comment or even upload a picture. Keep track of your request via email, text, or create an Angelino account to become a registered user. Using MyLA 311 keeps our city safe and clean.
But I know Angelinos are resilient and strong. I see it every day on the job, and I will lead with this same spirit.
Join LA City's Department of Rec and Parks for a unique insight into Chicano art at the Campo de Cahuenga Museum. On Saturday, November 8th, celebrated muralist Carlos Callejo will give a talk on the Chicano art movement entitled Murals in Action, From El Chuco to Los Angeles. Callejo will discuss the strategies and legacy of community art making, which sparked a revolution in the art scene in the U.S. and abroad. The Q&A will be followed by a reception with light snacks and beverages. Head to the Campo de Cahuenga Museum for Murals in Action on Saturday, November 8th at 12 p.m. For more information, visit culture.lacity.gov/events. As part of its Native American Heritage Month series, the Los Angeles Public Library hosts Songs of the Earth on Saturday, November 8th. This gathering highlights the vibrant indigenous communities within Los Angeles and their cultural contributions. Many indigenous people in LA have been disconnected from their ancestral languages and traditions. Songs of the Earth aims to create a space where people can share their truths in any form or language. Celebrate indigenous survival and presence and enjoy drums and dancing, a Zapotec brass band, and a presentation on Pacific Islander cultures. Head to the Central Library for Songs of the Earth on Saturday, November 8th at 2 p.m. For more details, go to lapl.org/events. On the Veterans Day holiday, you're invited to honor all those who served, past and present, at the San Fernando Valley Veterans Day Parade. Join Councilmember Bob Blumenfield and Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez for the parade and enjoy representation from all the armed forces. Bring family and friends to enjoy marching bands, classic cars, community groups, and special tributes to veterans. The San Fernando Valley Veterans Day Parade is the largest event for veterans in LA County, with around 20,000 residents coming out to pay tribute every year. The San Fernando Valley Veterans Day Parade takes place on Tuesday, November 11th at 11 a.m. Learn more at sfvveteransdayparade.com. And that's a look at some things to do.
Every day, over 100 Americans die from secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoke in children can cause asthma, ear infections, and increased risk of sudden infant death syndrome. Go to smokefreehomesla.com. Learn how you can protect your home from secondhand smoke.
Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority, LAHSA, announced that its winter shelter program opens on November 1st. The winter shelter program is for those experiencing homelessness during LA's colder months. Shelters are located across Los Angeles County and will operate 24 hours a day from November 1st through March 31st, 2026. The program offers overnight shelter, meals, showers, and case management services. Those in need of a shelter place are urged to call 211 or 1-800-548-6047. For more information, visit lhasa.org/winter-shelter. Councilmember John Lee joins the honorary mayor of Granada Hills, John V. Ciccarelli, to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the founding of Granada Hills. Previously known as Sunshine Ranch, the area consisted mostly of farms and orchards before being renamed in honor of the Spanish city of Granada in 1926. In the 1950s, Granada Hills adopted the slogan, "The Valley's Most Neighborly Town." The centennial celebrates the area's history with a year's worth of events and festivities. A gala will be held on April 18, 2026 to mark the official 100th anniversary of Granada Hills. For more information, visit granadahills100.com. Los Angeles International Airport, LAX, is seeking volunteers to create a friendly and positive experience at the airport. The Volunteer Information Professionals (VIP) program provides training in customer service, airport procedures, and emergency assistance. VIPs assist in providing directions to facilities, helping passengers find transport, and aiding communications between travelers and airlines. Volunteers are located in information booths on the arrivals level of each LAX terminal in the baggage claim area and nearby exits. For more information, visit lawa.org/volunteer-opportunities.
regularly scheduled meeting of the Los Angeles City Council.
Here's what's happening in LA this week.
This is LA Currents.
This is about all of us. It's about choosing to believe in our city again and proving it with action. And no matter what our city faces, LA never, ever gives up.
The number one cause of preventable death after injury is bleeding. Someone who is severely bleeding can bleed to death in as little as 5 minutes. Minutes count, and your LAFD thanks you for learning how to stop the bleed by following the ABCs. If someone has an injury with blood spurting out of the wound, clothing soaked in blood, bleeding that won't stop, or loss of any part of an arm or leg, you need to act quickly. The first step is A for alert. Have someone call 911. The next step is B for bleeding. Locate the bleeding injury and remove any clothing covering the area so you can see the injury. The final step is C, compress. If the injury is to the leg or arm, prepare to use the tourniquet. Unwrap the tourniquet and apply it 2 to 3 inches above the wound. Do not place the tourniquet onto a joint. Go above the joint if necessary. Pull the free end of the tourniquet and wrap it until it is tight. Wind the windlass until the bleeding stops. Secure the windlass in place. Note the time the tourniquet was applied and write it down, if you can, or tell first responders when they arrive.
It isn't flashy. It isn't loud. Safe to say, it's not for everyone. But since 1869, it's been our way. To be unrivaled means being the best of the best of the best. We hold ourselves to a higher standard, one most people will never even witness. We set the table for what it takes to be the most highly regarded law enforcement agency in the world. Surrounded by like-minded souls, we learn together, grow together, protect together. Being unrivaled is a transformative commitment, a marriage between a calling and a lifestyle, a decoration we live by day in and day out. It's doing the work expecting nothing in return. It's training relentlessly to save one more life. It's upholding justice, no matter the cost. There are no shortcuts. It demands your all. Only those who dare will come to appreciate the perseverance and sacrifice required. But those who do will wear the badge that protects the city of dreams. LAPD, unrivaled since 1869.
The Lankershim Arts Center was constructed in 1939. When it was opened in 1939, it was originally a LA Department of Water and Power building. The city of LA became the owner of the Lankershim Arts Center when it was declared as a historical cultural monument. On the plaque, its purpose was that it is an example of adaptive reuse. The front building is actually an example of streamlined modern design. And then if you come here after, I think it's like 5 or 6 o'clock, there's like lighting panels that will turn on, and then you get to see the full kind of marquee of the Lankershim Arts Center. We host a bevy of productions, be it dance productions, music productions. Sometimes we'll have a film screening, art. I think that sort of flexibility is something that brings me back every time. The theater is very intimate here. It really feels like you're just right up in front of the talent when you come watch a show here. We also do youth programming here. We work with different local artists to be able to provide free programming for children to learn how to sew. We have a fashion class. We have music classes specifically for percussion and drums. We also have another music class for piano. And then we also have a dance studio. It's in our mezzanine. That is for our dance class that we have here. Our mission here is just to grow the performing arts, really. So whether it be someone trying to bring out their own original productions, or like sometimes we even have different groups come in to teach after-school classes. Being able to grow the performing arts in a community is what makes Lankershim Arts Center stand out. The city investing into places like this is because it gives a place for people that were not as confident the ability to express themselves, and give a space for people that are a little bit different, another space to play, because being able to play is so important just for our mental health as well as for the health of the community, and it just makes the world a better place. We look forward to having you here at Lankershim Arts Center, whether it be taking part in our free programming as well as being able to come and just watch a movie or watch a show. We look forward to having you over here. On Instagram, our Instagram handle is DCA_LNK. You can also find out more about us on culture.lacity.gov. That's our website.
The Tosco Theater is located in Canoga Park. There is so much already here to offer: cultural events, performances. Folks do annual Dia de los Muertos festivals. There is art walks. There's musical events. There's jazz. And I feel like we have the privilege to be added in that offering. The space had been left a little bit weary. And so when the city came in to renovate the space, it was offered another chance to breathe new life into the arts here. The Tosco Theater is here for everyone. It is here for young artists who are just starting out, to the professional artists who are here to dream up their new vision. And we're here for the community at large at all of our community events. One of our signature events is called Walking in Our Light. This idea of how we help people to encourage them to think about the light that they bring and to show appreciation for those who help to nurture that light. So from that idea, we thought, well, let's walk in our light. Let us have stories along the way where people can stop and hear performances and storytelling of other people saying, this is my light, this is how I shine it, and these are the people I want to show appreciation to. So we do this walk around the block, and then we end up with a little gathering, performances inside, and lots of time to just reflect on, yeah, this is my light, you know, and these are the people who've helped me get there. Our communities don't always see what the city of Los Angeles provides them, providing access to the arts. Says to me, that's a city that's proud of the stories it wants to tell, the people who want to tell them, and the ways that they want to tell them. A space like this gives opportunity for folks of all ages, cultures, experience to say, I can be seen, I can be heard. And I'm walking in these doors and it feels welcoming, it feels nurturing, and people are excited to listen to me and to hear me. We don't have that all the time. So it's a live space that's here to welcome and nurture those sparks of inspiration and vision. There's a few ways to find us. We are always on social media. So we are on Instagram. We have a Facebook page. You can go to the Department of Cultural Affairs, their website. You'll find the Tosco Theater. It may take a few clicks here and there, but we try to stay present in any way that we can.
The MyLA 311 app is easy. Download the MyLA 311 app from the App Store or Google Play. Use Google Translate to view the page in up to 200 languages. Select the service need, either by typing a topic in the new request search box or select from the most popular service requests, like street pavement issues or potholes. Answer a few questions. You can add a comment or even upload a picture. Keep track of your request via email, text, or create an Angelino account to become a registered user. Using My LA 311 keeps our city safe and clean.
But I know Angelinos are resilient and strong. I see it every day on the job, and I will lead with this same spirit.
Join LA City's Department of Rec and Parks for a unique insight into Chicano art at the Campo de Cahuenga Museum. On Saturday, November 8th, celebrated muralist Carlos Callejo will give a talk on the Chicano art movement entitled Murals in Action, From El Chuco to Los Angeles. Callejo will discuss the strategies and legacy of community art making, which sparked a revolution in the art scene in the U.S. and abroad. The Q&A will be followed by a reception with light snacks and beverages. Head to the Campo de Cahuenga Museum for Murals in Action on Saturday, November 8th at 12 p.m. For more information, visit culture.lacity.gov/events. As part of its Native American Heritage Month series, the Los Angeles Public Library hosts Songs of the Earth on Saturday, November 8th. This gathering highlights the vibrant indigenous communities within Los Angeles and their cultural contributions. Many indigenous people in LA have been disconnected from their ancestral languages and traditions. Songs of the Earth aims to create a space where people can share their truths in any form or language. Celebrate indigenous survival and presence and enjoy drums and dancing, a Zapotec brass band, and a presentation on Pacific Islander cultures. Head to the Central Library for Songs of the Earth on Saturday, November 8th at 2 p.m. For more details, go to lapl.org/events. On the Veterans Day holiday, you're invited to honor all those who served, past and present, at the San Fernando Valley Veterans Day Parade. Join Councilmember Bob Blumenfield and Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez for the parade and enjoy representation from all the armed forces. Bring family and friends to enjoy marching bands, classic cars, community groups, and special tributes to veterans. The San Fernando Valley Veterans Day Parade is the largest event for veterans in LA County, with around 20,000 residents coming out to pay tribute every year. The San Fernando Valley Veterans Day Parade takes place on Tuesday, November 11th at 11 a.m. Learn more at sfvveteransdayparade.com. And that's a look at some things to do.
Every day, over 100 Americans die from secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoke in children can cause asthma, ear infections, and increased risk of sudden infant death syndrome. Go to smokefreehomesla.com. Learn how you can protect your home from secondhand smoke.
Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority, LAHSA, announced that its winter shelter program opens on November 1st. The winter shelter program is for those experiencing homelessness during LA's colder months. Shelters are located across Los Angeles County and will operate 24 hours a day from November 1st through March 31st, 2026. The program offers overnight shelter, meals, showers, and case management services. Those in need of a shelter place are urged to call 211 or 1-800-548-6047. For more information, visit lhasa.org/winter-shelter. Councilmember John Lee joins the honorary mayor of Granada Hills, John V. Ciccarelli, to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the founding of Granada Hills. Previously known as Sunshine Ranch, the area consisted mostly of farms and orchards before being renamed in honor of the Spanish city of Granada in 1926. In the 1950s, Granada Hills adopted the slogan, "The Valley's Most Neighborly Town." The centennial celebrates the area's history with a year's worth of events and festivities. A gala will be held on April 18, 2026 to mark the official 100th anniversary of Granada Hills. For more information, visit granadahills100.com. Los Angeles International Airport, LAX, is seeking volunteers to create a friendly and positive experience at the airport. The Volunteer Information Professionals, VIP, program provides training in customer service, airport procedures, and emergency assistance. VIPs assist in providing directions to facilities, helping passengers find transport, and aiding communications between travelers and airlines. Volunteers are located in information booths on the arrivals level of each LAX terminal in the baggage claim area and nearby exits. For more information, visit lawa.org/volunteer-opportunities.
your regularly scheduled meeting of the Los Angeles City Council.
Here's what's happening in LA this week.
This is LA Currents.
This is about all of us. It's about choosing to believe in our city again and proving it with action. And no matter what our city faces, LA never, ever gives up.
The number one cause of preventable death after injury is bleeding. Someone who is severely bleeding can bleed to death in as little as 5 minutes. Minutes count, and your LAFD thanks you for learning how to stop the bleed by following the ABCs. If someone has an injury with blood spurting out of the wound, clothing soaked in blood, bleeding that won't stop, or loss of any part of an arm or leg, you need to act quickly. The first step is A for alert. Have someone call 911. The next step is B for bleeding. Locate the bleeding injury and remove any clothing covering the area so you can see the injury. The final step is C, compress. If the injury is to the leg or arm, prepare to use the tourniquet. Unwrap the tourniquet and apply it 2 to 3 inches above the wound. Do not place the tourniquet onto a joint. Go above the joint if necessary. Pull the free end of the tourniquet and wrap it until it is tight. Wind the windlass until the bleeding stops. Secure the windlass in place. Note the time the tourniquet was applied and write it down, if you can, or tell first responders when they arrive.
It isn't flashy. It isn't loud. Safe to say, it's not for everyone. But since 1869, it's been our way. To be unrivaled means being the best of the best of the best. We hold ourselves to a higher standard, one most people will never even witness. We set the table for what it takes to be the most highly regarded law enforcement agency in the world. Surrounded by like-minded souls, we learn together, grow together, protect together. Being unrivaled is a transformative commitment, a marriage between a calling and a lifestyle, a decoration we live by day in and day out. It's doing the work expecting nothing in return. It's training relentlessly to save one more life. It's upholding justice, no matter the cost. There are no shortcuts. It's It demands your all. Only those who dare will come to appreciate the perseverance and sacrifice required. But those who do will wear the badge that protects the city of dreams. LAPD, unrivaled since 1869.
The Lankershim Arts Center was constructed in 1939. When it was opened in 1939, it was originally a LA Department of Water and Power building. The city of LA became the owner of the Lankershim Arts Center when it was declared as a historical cultural monument. On the plaque, its purpose was that it is an example of adaptive reuse. The front building is actually an example of streamlined modern design. And then if you come here after, I think it's like 5 or 6 o'clock, there's like lighting panels that will turn on, and then you get to see the full kind of marquee of the Lankershim Arts Center. We host a bevy of productions, be it dance productions, music productions. Sometimes we'll have a film screening, art. I think that sort of flexibility is something that brings me back every time. The theater is very intimate here. It really feels like you're just right up in front of the talent when you come watch a show here. We also do youth programming here. We work with different local artists to be able to provide free programming for children to learn how to sew. We have a fashion class. We have music classes specifically for percussion and drums. We also have another music class for piano. And then we also have a dance studio. It's in our mezzanine. That is for our dance class that we have here. Our mission here is just to grow the performing arts, really. So whether it be someone trying to bring out their own original productions, or like sometimes we even have different groups come in to teach after-school classes. Being able to grow the performing arts in a community is what makes Lankershim Arts Center stand out. The city investing into places like this is because it gives a place for people that were not as confident the ability to express themselves, and give a space for people that are a little bit different, another space to play, because being able to play is so important just for our mental health as well as for the health of the community, and it just makes the world a better place. We look forward to having you here at Lankershim Arts Center, whether it be taking part in our free programming as well as being able to come and just watch a movie or watch a show. We look forward to having you over here. On Instagram, our Instagram handle is DCA_LNK. You can also find out more about us on culture.lacity.gov. That's our website.
The Tosco Theater is located in Canoga Park. There is so much already here to offer: cultural events, performances. Folks do annual Dia de los Muertos festivals. There is art walks. There's musical events. There's jazz. And I feel like we have the privilege to be added in that offering. The space had been left a little bit weary. And so when the city came in to renovate the space, it was offered another chance to breathe new life into the arts here. The Tosco Theater is here for everyone. It is here for young artists who are just starting out, to the professional artists who are here to dream up their new vision. And we're here for the community at large at all of our community events. One of our signature events is called Walking in Our Light. This idea of how we help people to encourage them to think about the light that they bring and to show appreciation for those who help to nurture that light. So from that idea, we thought, well, let's walk in our light. Let us have stories along the way where people can stop and hear performances and storytelling of other people saying, this is my light, this is how I shine it, and these are the people I want to show appreciation to. So we do this walk around the block, and then we end up with a little gathering, performances inside, and lots of time to just reflect on, yeah, this is my light, you know, and these are the people who've helped me get there. Our communities don't always see what the city of Los Angeles provides them, providing access to the arts. Says to me, that's a city that's proud of the stories it wants to tell, the people who want to tell them, and the ways that they want to tell them. A space like this gives opportunity for folks of all ages, cultures, experience to say, I can be seen, I can be heard. And I'm walking in these doors and it feels welcoming, it feels nurturing, and people are excited to listen to me and to hear me. We don't have that all the time. So it's a live space that's here to welcome and nurture those sparks of inspiration and vision. There's a few ways to find us. We are always on social media. So we are on Instagram. We have a Facebook page. You can go to the Department of Cultural Affairs, their website. You'll find the Tosco Theater. It may take a few clicks here and there, but we try to stay present in any way that we can.
The MyLA 311 app is easy. Download the MyLA 311 app from the App Store or Google Play. Use Google Translate to view the page in up to 200 languages. Select the service need, either by typing a topic in the new request search box or select from the most popular service requests, like street pavement issues or potholes. Answer a few questions. You can add a comment or even upload a picture. Keep track of your request via email, text, or create an Angelino account to become a registered user. Using My LA 311 keeps our city safe and clean.
But I know Angelinos are resilient and strong. I see it every day on the job, and I will lead with this same spirit.
Join LA City's Department of Rec and Parks for a unique insight into Chicano art at the Campo de Cahuenga Museum. On Saturday, November 8th, celebrated muralist Carlos Callejo will give a talk on the Chicano art movement entitled Murals in Action, From El Chuco to Los Angeles. Callejo will discuss the strategies and legacy of community art making, which sparked a revolution in the art scene in the U.S. and abroad. The Q&A will be followed by a reception with light snacks and beverages. Head to the Campo de Cahuenga Museum for Murals in Action on Saturday, November 8th at 12 p.m. For more information, visit culture.lacity.gov/events. As part of its Native American Heritage Month series, the Los Angeles Public Library hosts Songs of the Earth on Saturday, November 8th. This gathering highlights the vibrant indigenous communities within Los Angeles and their cultural contributions. Many indigenous people in LA have been disconnected from their ancestral languages and traditions. Songs of the Earth aims to create a space where people can share their truths in any form or language. Celebrate indigenous survival and presence and enjoy drums and dancing, a Zapotec brass band, and a presentation on Pacific Islander cultures. Head to the Central Library for Songs of the Earth on Saturday, November 8th at 2 p.m. For more details, go to lapl.org/events. On the Veterans Day holiday, you're invited to honor all those who served, past and present, at the San Fernando Valley Veterans Day Parade. Join Councilmember Bob Blumenfield and Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez for the parade and enjoy representation from all the armed forces. Bring family and friends to enjoy marching bands, classic cars, community groups, and special tributes to veterans. The San Fernando Valley Veterans Day Parade is the largest event for veterans in LA County, with around 20,000 residents coming out to pay tribute every year. The San Fernando Valley Veterans Day Parade takes place on Tuesday, November 11th at 11 a.m. Learn more at sfvveteransdayparade.com. And that's a look at some things to do.
Every day, over 100 Americans die from secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoke in children can cause asthma, ear infections, and increased risk of sudden infant death syndrome. Go to smokefreehomesla.com. Learn how you can protect your home from secondhand smoke.
City Attorney, we're prepared to go back into open session, so you can open the doors. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. So once we're back in open session, we'll call the roll.
Yes, sir. I'll call the roll now. Blumenfield, Harris Dawson, Hernandez, Hutt, Hirado, Lee, McCosker, Nazarian, Padilla, Park, Price, Brahman, Rodriguez, Soto Martinez, Yaroslavsky, 11 members present and a quorum, Mr. President.
All right, Mr. City Attorney.
There's nothing to announce from closed session, Mr. President.
All right. There are, I know some motions being.
Yes, sir. There are motions posted. Council has motions for posting and referral, sir.
All right. I'm going to give a minute so that all of our motions have time to be posted and distributed. All right, Madam Clerk, what's next?
Council had motions for posting and referral, sir.
All right. All right. Oh, another round trip around the horseshoe. All right, announcements. Members, any announcements? Mr. Price.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to thank you, Mr. President, and my colleagues publicly for your words of encouragement and support during my illness and absence. Really appreciated it. Happy to be back and serving the people of City of LA and CD9. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. We're very happy to have you back. And thank you for staying in touch with all of us and keeping us up to date. Obviously, as you can imagine, there was a lot of concern. So hearing from you was great as often as you reached out. Any other announcements, members? All right, Madam Clerk.
Mr. President, council has motions for posting and referral.
They are posted and referred.
That clears the desk, sir.
All right, I'll ask everyone in the chamber to rise for adjourning motions. You can make an announcement. Yes.
Apologies. I just wanted to uplift that yesterday, the Salvadorian corridor was hit by federal agents twice in one day, and they came back again this morning. So they took a handful of folks this morning from the Salvadorian corridor again.
Thank you. Any other announcements before we go to adjourning motions? All right, seeing no other announcements, adjourning motions to my left. Mr. McCosker.
Thank you, Mr. President and members. I'd like us to adjourn in honor of Mary Patricia Grace Ruth McCosker Leahy, who passed away at her daughter's house, Nancy's house, my cousin, in Orland, California, after spending a brief time in hospice care. Mary Pat, as she was known to everyone, lived a long and productive life. She was born In 1933 in Michigan, during the height of the Great Depression, her mother, my grandmother, was an Irish immigrant, and her father was a Texas A&M trained mechanical engineer who served. He called Mary Pat the wild Irish woman. At the age of 6, when they moved to San Pedro to open, my grandpa was on the team that opened Terminal Island Prison. At age 6, Aunt Mary Pat almost lost her life to polio. She spent time in an iron lung, and she famously told her dad every time they visited at Children's Hospital, "Get me out of this tin can." She spent the better part of 5 years in hospitals, and at one point she did receive the last rites when doctors thought she would not make it. Once she was sent home, she attended Catholic schools, including Blessed Sacrament in Hollywood, Corvallis High School, and Immaculate Heart College before she transferred to Long Beach State. She soon and there met the man of her life, James Richard Dick Leahy, who had just returned as an injured Korean War vet. He became her partner for life. She was always a willful child, and her bout with polio was only the beginning of her ability to show the world how she could overcome anything with determination. The doctors told her that she could not have children, so she promptly had 4 kids in 5 years. She was cautioned that she shouldn't work because of her handicap, so she spent 20 years teaching first grade until post-polio. Post-polio reactions are stronger than the polio in some cases, caused her to retire. A decade before the ADA, she was recognized in California as California's Handicapped Professional of the Year, which she didn't like to even refer to that. She was very grateful, though, as a good Dem, she was very grateful when the ADA was signed into law, and she was a champion for the rights that the ADA provided folks. She enjoyed camping and friends and book clubs and card clubs and Bible study and knitting prayer shawls and watching TV. She provided a steady and loving support for her children, her grandchildren, her great-grandchildren, her students, her many nieces and nephews, and one godchild in particular. Her Catholic faith was a cornerstone of her life. There'll be a rosary tomorrow in Chico, where she spent her last days, and Mass the following day. Aunt Mary Pat is survived by her son, Brian Leahy, her daughter-in-law, Tina, daughter Nancy, son-in-law, Tim, daughter, Rosemary, son-in-law, Ken, as well as great-grandchildren and children and grandchildren. She was preceded in death by her husband, Dick Leahy, by Sean Leahy, by her granddaughter, Thea Hart Leahy, who will be part of the Rosary and Mass. I'm sorry for the personal privilege, but I have a particular memory of her, from stories, of course. When she came home from Children's Hospital, my dad was the youngest child in the family, and he had a paper route, and my dad didn't know any better. He just wanted to take his big sister out. And so on the paper route, he would put her in the basket on the front of his bike, and she'd be in her braces, and he would race around the neighborhood I live in now, because I'm living right around the corner from where my dad and Aunt Mary Pat and my other family members grew up. And they would tell stories. When they would get together as older folks, they would tell stories about how he would almost killed her many times because he'd be racing around on his paper route, and she was in the front basket, and she said she felt alive. She felt like she was flying. And that's just one little story that I have. She has a million stories, and we'll be sharing stories this weekend with my cousins. But may Aunt Mary Pat rest in peace.
Thank you so much, Mr. McCosker, and may she rest in peace. Any adjourning motions to my right? Councilmember Rodriguez.
Yes, thank you, colleagues. I rise today to adjourn in the memory of Josue Joshua Vargas España, a remarkable man whose unwavering strength, love, and joy touched the lives of all who had the privilege of knowing him. Joshua passed away on July 25th, 2025, at the age of 53, leaving behind a legacy of resilience, faith, and a deep commitment to his family and his country. Born in Michoacán, Mexico, on November 5th, 1971, Joshua immigrated to the United States at just 9 months old. He was a lifelong resident of Council District 7, grew up in Pacoima, and later moved to Mission Hills to raise his family. He proudly served his country as Lance Corporal in the U.S. Marines, completing 4 years of service as a machine gunner, infantry, with Echo Company of the 2nd Battalion, 5th Marine Regiment. His tours of duty included Okinawa, Japan, and the USS Peleliu. In 1994, while on the USS Peleliu as part of the 11th Marine Expeditionary Unit, he deployed to the Horn of Africa in support of U.S. operations in Somalia, and later to the coast of East Africa in response to the Rwandan genocide. From January to June of '94, the Peleliu Amphibious Ready Group and the 11th MEU supported the final withdrawal of United Nations and U.S. forces from Somalia. During his deployment, Peleliu served as an afloat reserve, providing security, logistics, and medical support. This experience allowed him to visit Somalia, Africa, and Perth, Australia. Joshua loved this country, and being a Marine was one of his proudest accomplishments. Semper Fi. He was kind, funny, selfless, respectful, and a protector with a smile that lit up every room he entered. Those who knew him personally will fondly remember his quick jokes and infectious sense of humor, ensuring there was never a dull moment. His hobbies and interests were integral to who he was. He enjoyed movies, art, and helping others, often spending his time doing yard work, fixing things around the house, building Legos, or listening to music. His love for Star Wars, Marvel, and the Dodgers was a special bond that he shared with his wife and his children, leaving an indelible mark on them. He was a dedicated and hard worker, pouring his all into every endeavor and beautifully bringing his visions to life. Joshua will be dearly missed by his entire family and so many friends. He was a devoted family man who loved fiercely and did everything that he could to always be there for his loved ones. He never missed a major moment, always acting as everyone's biggest cheerleader. His big heart and profound love touched many lives, and his presence will be deeply missed, especially by those whose lives he enriched with his kindness. He is survived by his wife of 30 years, Lisa Vargas, his daughter, Sunny Nicolette Vargas, his son, Jaden Joshua Vargas, his parents, Isais and Rafaela Vargas, his siblings, Felix, Noah, Jacob, Esau, and Ana, his godchildren, Mia Lopez, Ella Vargas, and Jacob Lopez, and his 26 nieces and nephews. Joshua's legacy will live on through the love he shared and the lasting memories with his loved ones. May he rest in power and peace.
Thank you so much, Councilwoman Rodriguez, and thank you to the Vargas family for being with us. Any other adjourning motions, members? All right, seeing none, we're adjourned.
Indian outfits coming to the city hall, which reaching here, it's not easy with LA traffic, but a lot of Indian community came here to represent Diwali as now it is as our California state holiday. So it means a lot to represent at this level.
It's such a proud moment for us Indian Americans to be celebrating Diwali, the Festival of Lights, at the Los Angeles City Hall. We've worked so hard, there's so many of us, and to have that representation in Los Angeles